Dad? Dad? Dad?
Yo, what up, fam? How are you? How are you? My goodness, it is so fucking late. I am in the studio. I just fucking chopped this thing up. Listen, I was pretty nervous about this pod with Dill, and actually, it's real. I'm very proud of myself, actually. I'm very vulnerable. I talk a lot about what's kind of going on in the moment with my family. I talk about ex-girlfriends. You know, we talk a lot about, I guess, emotions and like, fuck, I wish I would have took notes because I was really vibing with this fucking thing. But you know, I will say this one's, you know, I was not having a good week, and this is a few weeks ago, and this week has also just been, I don't know, insanity doesn't even, you can't even, I don't know how to put words to it. A lot of fails is what I would say. I have had a lot of fails this week. But you know what? I'm gonna fucking wake up. I'm fucking crush tomorrow. You have no idea. I'm gonna fucking destroy. Cannot wait. It's gonna be a fresh Saturday. It's already Saturday. What the fuck am I saying? Oh my God. You know, I talk a lot about my feelings in this one, and I will be honest, I am so happy that I waited this long to look at it because I would have cut a lot of this out, but I actually kept a lot in. And Dylan's really good. The beginning of it's a little tough. You know, it's, you know, we're kind of feeling each other out. It's a little bit of a Western OK Corral type of thing going on. If you're watching on YouTube, and I mean, you only see the logo right now, but you'll see it. You'll see it on the video. I also for video, I added some cool little transitions and glitches and stuff. So so you know when I've edited properly, and I'm not trying to slip them in and be like, this is normal. What did I want to talk about? Oh man, you know, I've really just been dumping tracks in this up late playlist. You guys got to check it out. It's so much fun and depressing and emo, and it's the best. You know, you get you in your feels, feeling good. Loving this new one by the Scoundrels. It's great. It's called Sexy Weekend. It's a whole thing. Oh, you know, I'm so dumb sometimes. I should take notes. I should take notes while I'm watching and editing so I can talk about what is inside the episode. And what is inside the episode is all of my feelings. All of them. I don't know what to name this episode. I think I might call it Dylan King of Feelings. I don't know. I was really just trying to get the ball rolling with him. I ended up just kind of fucking spilling all my little guts. And it's pretty funny. There's some funny moments. We laugh. There's some really dark, fucking weird moments that are fun. Oddly, we don't talk love languages, which is great. I'm sure everyone's fucking sick of that. It's all over the map. It's a lot of fun. What's going on with me this week though? It's fucking Saturday. Throw some discs tomorrow. I'm not drinking. I'm fucking shredding. All right, listen. Oh my God. I'm down like 34 pounds. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to fucking stop. I got Halloween plans with my boys. I'm going to fucking shred it. I haven't drank. I've been sober for fucking stupid too long. I don't know, like a week. I haven't drank in a week. I'm all mad. So I'm just going for it. I'm going for the high score on shred. I don't know what that is. We're going to figure that out for me, but I'm happy to do it. Man, I've had just, I can't, I'm going to save it for a solo podcast. Also because I'm like in it right now, but like job stuff, being a creative person, doing content, I got to tell you guys, it is brutal to put yourself out as much as I'm putting myself out. But hopefully something will pop here soon. We'll see. I think that's it. I think this is a good warm up. It's not too long. I think it's like 30 minutes or something, right? I don't know, 30, 35 minutes. He doesn't, he's kind of he's fun. He's a young man. He's my producer. I don't know what else to say about him other than he's a little bit of an enigma. He's still developing himself, which I love. He's working. He's so smart. He picks up on anything, which I love. And I don't know. I only fuck with people who have good hearts. So, he's just so golden. It's so sweet. And, and in the beginning, he's like shy. And then, by the end, he's just like, no, I'm asking you questions, which is like, that just shows that he can adapt, It's very nice. I wish I would have took notes when I fucking edited this. Oh my goodness, Jason. What are we thinking here, bud? What are we thinking? All right, that's it. I gotta fucking put this thing up. So there we go. All right. Enjoy Jason is Up Late 26 with producer Dylan. Super duper in our feelings. Right. What's up, fam? It's Jason from Jason is Up Late. The podcast, the late night show. He's got a producer now. He's got a cool, nifty hat on. Wow, it's been a week. We're recording this. By the time you hear it, it'll be a few weeks, but it's been a gnarly one for me. And I'll just get right into it. Like I'm having a hard time setting boundaries with people, Dylan. What do you know about boundaries? It's me and you. You're the new producer. You've produced a couple of these. Let's hit you with the heart. What do you know about boundaries?
Sometimes you got to set boundaries with people to just declare it like this needs to happen. Because if you don't, it can just end badly. It can go a couple different ways and it can just screw you over in the end.
Right. So you want to protect yourself. You set up a few boundaries. You're like, hey, I can negotiate myself within this relationship, with these certain boundaries.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Seems like you know a lot.
I mean, not a lot.
You're pretty wise.
Listen,
I don't know. It's just been so hard. Since moving here, since ending my relationship with my partner, and I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like my family and some of my friends have kind of low key taken advantage of me, and it's just been hard. Has anybody done that to you?
I mean,
of course in life, but I'm over here asking you you have answers. The truth is you don't. But what do you do? What's your protocol if you're someone's weird with you? What do you do?
We'll define weird. What do you classify as weird? What do you classify as weird?
I don't know. Just doesn't respect you. Someone who just is I just doesn't respect your anything.
Well, then you got to be well, this is my opinion. This is how I think of it. Whether you think of this or not,
right.
This is how I see it.
Right. Okay. Wise words.
Because at the end of the day, your word does matter.
Right. It's true.
Because that's how you protect yourself,
That's right. Learning a lot. I'm learning a lot here with you, actually. Yeah, this is all making a lot of sense. My word does matter.
I mean, if something bugs you and from somebody, if somebody says something to you and it bugs you,
right,
you need to be yo, that's fucked up. You shouldn't have said that. Come on.
Right. You're also a very blunt person. I'm also a blunt person. I think that gets me into trouble when you tell people kind of when you can't sugarcoat stuff, or some people are oh, play the game, be nice and kill them with kindness. And it's yeah, you can do that to a point. But at some point you just gotta be yo, this is how it is. Right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of people have the hard time hearing the truth because they like live in their little bubbles and like, you know, nobody can hurt them. But like once you tell them the truth and it's like, well, shit, they're right.
Right.
Because the truth does hurt. That is
The truth is the hurtiest
like
of things.
It hurts the most.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. I don't know. I just like I've like you know, I haven't had like therapy in a while just because I lost my wallet. I haven't had access to money. It's like it's very embarrassing, you know, when I don't have my ID, like I can't buy anything. I feel like a non-person. I feel like I don't exist right now, truly. And it's weird. And it's just, I don't know. I'm in a fucking weird spot. I don't know. That's like really thrown me off, actually. Like not having anything, like having no wallet, having no like credit card or anything is like fucked up my entire being.
Yeah, I mean, like, because we're defined by money, like, you know, like that's
you little wise fucking. You are so smart.
That's how the world works.
Yeah. Anyway, I was having a rough week, and I got into it with some people in my family, and it was tough. And I ended up like getting into like a one-way screaming match with my ex-girlfriend CEO. And she's so supportive and nice, but I was so upset. I was so upset at like my family. I was upset at like everything I'm going through. And I literally took it all out on this poor woman. And I felt horrific this morning. Like I woke up and I was like, oh man, it's like, I don't know. It was like worse than any hangover I've ever had. Like an emotional hangover is like 100,000 times worse than a drunk hangover because like you remember everything. And now that you're not so mad, maybe you're like, none of this makes sense. None of these arguments that you made, Jason, make no sense. I don't know how you connected them in your reality, in your bubble. In my bubble, I'm over here connecting dots like Charlie from fucking It's Always Sunny. And, it's just gotten me in so much trouble, Dylan. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. But yeah, I don't know. I just like I was so bummed at myself at the way I was just being. Like I've worked so hard not to be this fucking person, you know? Like you've known me a long time. Like I've been definitely different people to you. And I feel like this upgraded version of myself that I've worked really hard on, like, man, this other person won't fucking die. This other person I'm trying to leave behind won't die. He just keeps crawling back in. And I'm just like, bro, you gotta go. And so I don't know, man. I don't know if you struggle with that. I struggle with this just like, I don't know. I'm trying to evolve, and I know you're younger, and I know that's like not on your like to-do list because you're just trying to live. But as an older male, it's you know, you have to evolve to survive because you're not going to be like young, trim, swimmer body, you know.
Yeah.
Kegel hat. The fuck does it say? Thirsty? No, daddy. Are you part of the daddy gang, bro?
You know. No,
Good answer. Good answer.
But when I play games online, mine like Steam name's Daddy. Just because it's fucking hilarious. Because then you hear people just go, Daddy, 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 and you just hear everybody calling, and then I'm just like, what's up, guys? Like, what do you need?
Wow, like a true dad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell them to drink their water.
Damn. Get your electrolytes in.
Yeah, you know.
Daddy over here. Okay. That's what a way to break up this combo. That's what I needed right there. I was getting a little emotional, you know. I was telling you earlier, man, like I was feeling like the other day, you're like, hey, I'm going to drop off some food. And like 5 minutes later, he's like, all right, dude, I'm here. I'm like, dude, I can't do it, man. I'm like having a bad day. Like I get in my feelings so hard. I don't think you're like that. Are you?
I'm more introverted. So like I do it alone. I don't like, express that to others.
Right.
I'm very like more to myself.
I would say I'm the same way as like I didn't want you to come over and like watch me be all mopey and just be like, ugh, I hate everything. Life sucks. My wallet's gone. I'm not a person.
You know?
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta fight those battles and just keep moving on.
Part motivational speaker, part producer,
You know?
all heart. All heart. Do you ever get emotional hangovers? Do you ever get crazy? Do you ever let your emotions run you?
No.
No?
No. That's not a big like thing for me. I can usually keep it under control.
Fuck, dude. Good for you.
Because then when I'm alone, then it all comes out.
Then it all comes out.
It's like that's when you deal with it.
I wonder what that looks. I don't even know. You got to learn to like share your emotions at some point.
Some point. I talk to some people. I just, like there's just a very certain few.
I got you. We're getting to know you. We're getting to know producer Dylan, which is nice, everybody. I'm holding a book because I have notes that I keep referring to. God. So, I don't know. Living here is nice. I get to save money. I get to save money. That's about it. That's the nice part about living here. That's about and you and other little things. But I'm saving up to buy a Peloton. A Peloton. It's a very expensive, stupid exercise bike, but CEO has one and I've lost like 30 pounds riding it. And I was like, I gotta have one of these things. If I don't have one of these things, I'm gonna be upset. So I've been saving my hard-earned money to get one of these things. And I was telling Dylan before the show, I was like, I'm very excited. Like I've like saved for a long time. And this fool looks at me and goes, I don't know how to ride a bike. And so I just wanted to bring this up. What is that about?
Well, I thought it was a funny joke because, I rode a bike when I was a kid. All right. So here's what happened. I rode a bike when I was a kid.
Right.
And we went on a bike ride, like me, my mom, my dad, my brother and my sister.
Right.
And we went with like my uncle and my cousins and we're over by the town center.
Okay.
And we went over like the little path and nobody told me that it turned right.
You just kept going?
So you couldn't see anything because it was a 5-foot drop off into a fence.
I see.
And, I felt like there was never a need to ride a bike again.
I understand. I understand completely. Yeah. If you get let down that hard,
it's like
I would.
Nobody told me. I was like, 10 maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I always loved riding bikes. Like I built a bike when I used to live here as a kid. I built this bike out of a bunch of random parts. I actually lost a bike riding race we had around here because I was like, I learned how to ride with no hands on the race somehow. Like just like riding and then I like let go and I was like, oh my God, I could ride with no hands. And then I like rode the rest of the way with no hands and lost it. Anyway, point is,
sounds like a really stupid way to lose a race.
it wasn't important. It was more about, oh my God, I could ride with no hands. I learned how to ride with no hands at like 9 or whatever the fuck. All right. It's pretty tight. Like I can ride a bike with no hands.
All right.
I can ride a bike with no handlebars.
Yeah.
That's an old rap.
You want to throw it back to that rap song?
Yeah. So one thing that I am excited about is I get to put it in this old rickety fucking house, where if you plug in something, 1/2 of the house goes out. It's true story. If you plug something in, like half of the house goes out. I have to reset the internet. I have to reset everything. And I told my roommate, my grandma, I was like, hey, I'm going to put this bike in here. And she looked at me and she goes, oh, I'll sell it if you put it in here. And I was like, what do you mean you're going to sell it? What the fuck? What? You're going to sell it? What are you talking about? And she goes, you once sold an exercise machine of mine that I paid $40 for, and you sold it for $10. And I was like, what reality are we in? This guy's like, I don't know, dude, you're getting too personal. No, she goes, I'm going to sell it. And I got really offended. I was like, why would you sell something I'm going to spend a bunch of money on? She's like, I don't want anything in this. I don't want anything in here. I go, no one's coming over. This house hasn't changed in 30 years. We can add something to it. Refused. She's like, no fucking way, Jason. Look at me. No fucking way. I was like, wow. 87. That's how you're going to talk? Okay. All right. Threatening people. I see you.
Why don't she just like throw it on the back, just in the back room?
Yeah, I could do that. That's smart.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's the logical place to put it, right? Like,
she's not going to go out there.
No one's going to go out there, right? No one's going to stay out there anymore, probably.
I mean, it seems like the logical thing to do because she's not going to know it's there.
That's probably, you know what? More wise words from this kid over here. I'm so excited. That's smart. I didn't think about it like that. I was like, I want it convenient to me.
It adds like 50 feet to the walk to the bike. That's about it.
Yeah, but also, in all honesty, like, there's no Wi-Fi out there, and like, it needs like internet. It needs like to be connected.
Run a hotspot.
I don't want to run a hotspot. I'm never talk about my fucking Peloton that I don't even own yet. Let's move on to something else. Let's talk about dating. It's dating. Some friends were like, hey, you should try dating. And I was like, I don't feel like it. And that's the extent of my dating life.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
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 What about you?
Not much. Like, really.
Do you date at all? Or are you just kind of like, whatever?
I mean, I've dated a couple girls, but like...
I mean, currently, are you like... You're just kind of doing your own thing, like going to school, producing podcasts. Just doing me. It's the best way to put it. Yeah. I'm learning how to do that.
You know, I've realized that, especially at 19, girls do not want anything. They don't want anything at this age. All they want, we all know what they want, and that's it.
That's it, huh?
That's pretty much it.
Damn. I remember at 19, that was not the case. A lot of girls were like, let's go get married or let's go be crazy. There are a few that are like that, but then they're like very picky. They're like, no, like I want this guy, like he needs to look like this, and you know, the list goes on. Right. So unless you fit into those categories, you're just fucked. Let's be real here. Yeah, they're just checking boxes, huh? Yeah, you gotta fill the boxes. You don't fill the boxes, then move on. That's it, huh? Yeah. Damn, what a great way to look at that. I mean, I don't think I could do that, but I mean, like, wow, that's so wild. What do you use for dating or like hooking up? I don't really hook up with girls. I talk to girls that I went to school with. Oh, okay. I went to like community college for a year, so I met a bunch of girls there too. So I talked to those girls, but other than that, no. Mutual friends, going out with girls, like that's about it. It's pretty small. That's pretty like safe. Yeah, no. I mean, especially when you're not like, you're kind of like you're whatever, right? Yeah. It's like, it's not a big deal, like zero priority. Yeah. So you and I are kind of in the same boat. I mean, like, let's be real here. It'd be nice. Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. But like, it's not going to happen anytime soon. Right. Because it's just not like in motion, I guess to say. What would you define as like nothing's in play, right? Yeah. Right. Okay. Like, so there's not really any need for it at the moment. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, I'll wait on it, It's a great way to be. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm in like, I just like don't want anything. Like, I'm just like, I want to wake up and not be so bummed out. Like, yeah, you have those days. Bro, I'm having a lot of those days. Sometimes you go through a lot of those days. Right. But you got to always look on the right side. There's always something out there that's going to be better. Yeah, there's some stuff that like gives me hope. Like Instagram gives me hope the worst platform in the world. There's some funny videos on there.
Yeah, that's about it. Is that all that gives you hope?
That's kind of it, man. No, I mean, like, producing this pod again is challenging. It's like starting over again was like like that shit is tough, man. Like, you're off for a long time and you're trying to come back. Like even doing this with a producer for me is new. Like having you here is new to, being this emotional in front of another person. Very tough. I got to tell you, very tough.
Yeah, we've been through 3 of these already. So like there's been a lot seen.
There's been a lot. I know. And it's like, that's new for me. Like usually it's just me and a guest and like we can be intimate in a way. And it is intimate. Like our podcast is a very intimate podcast.
I have noticed. I won't lie.
And so and so I think that like all of it like combined and fuck, I lost my point because I was trying to focus on something else at the same time. I don't know, just working with someone and like I said, starting over and doing things new but like the same is it's eye-opening, it's just even like hearing you like even bouncing off this stupid ideas about the Peloton is like, oh yeah, this is such an easy solution. If I would it really,
you could just go buy a fucking $30 booster to boost Wi-Fi out there.
Shut up, stop talking. That's it for you. You're cut.
Now you're just mad because I'm right.
Yeah. No, I also have like a 50-foot hardwire. I could probably just do it, but I don't know, whatever. But I think the point I was trying to make, was, just like the bad days are fucking adding up. They're adding up, and I'm trying to break this cycle of the bad days, and something that I like to do is produce this pod or like put tracks on the playlist or, but it's fucking hard. It's fucking getting tough, Chief. Like, what do you do to beat them down?
You got to do what makes you happy because everybody's different.
Right.
I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, I found it through like video games because I'm in my own world.
Right.
But I found that at a really young age. So it just kind of carried on.
Yeah. I think like oddly, like working more is like, I love that. Like doing this, I just worked 8 hours. I'm going to work another 3 after this on another pod. It's just like, I love that shit. But that's sickly. Like that can get you like, I don't leave this workstation area for like 12 hours at a day, that could get brutal.
It can, but like,
honestly, it makes me happy.
If it's bringing you happiness, then why stop it?
Right. Because then people call you like agoraphobic or they're like, you don't get out of the house. You're depressed.
And like, what's the point there?
Right. I feel you.
Because if you're happy in your own world, then why do you give a fuck whatever anybody else says?
I agree. Yeah, you're right, man. Fuck. I mean, I think at this, like with this stage of COVID, like it really doesn't matter, right? Like truly. Like no one, I mean, I don't feel like.
The people that choke up on you are the people that want to be in your lives. Like they want to like put that effort in there.
Right. The people who check up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Like if they're not putting forth effort, then they don't care.
Yeah, I do know.
I hope that helped.
That helped. That does help. That's very clarifying, Dylan. My God. Why don't you talk more on the pod?
It's just a lot of work. I like being in my own world on the switcher.
Yeah. I just
off screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just still hung up on like, man, losing my temper. I've done so much therapy and like I've really worked so hard on like controlling that part of myself. And like, man, did I snap. I snapped like, oof, like I don't know. Like, there's just some part of me where there's some people, dude, that just have like the silver dagger that just will pierce anything you have. It's just like, ew, like, just like, oh. And it's just like, ow. I have a lot of those people around me, and they all just, knives are out, dude. Knives are fucking out.
Yeah, there's always those people, though. Those are the people that know you best, and that's how they know how to hit your weak spots.
But I don't want that. I don't want to be hit.
Yeah,
I'm tired of that. I'm real tired of that.
You got to declare that. Be like, listen, like, this is obnoxious. Like,
That's
why?
a boundary we set up, right? That's what we're talking about. That's what I did. And it didn't go over well. It got spicy. So it's just, it's tough.
Sometimes you just got to move on, and you just got to go up and just be like, all right, well, then you've done your deed, and thank you. I wish you the best.
That's it.
And just, you got to walk away.
Do you do that? Do you walk away from people like that? Can you do that? I don't think I can do that.
It depends on the situation, like how you're treated. Like, I have a big problem with like putting myself before people. So more recently, I've learned that like you do have to put yourself first sometimes as well.
Wait, are you saying you put others before yourself?
Yeah.
Normally.
And more recently, I've learned
it.
like to like kind of like put myself first as well.
Yeah, I think like I also have learned that more recently. Like I know it sounds crazy. I know some of my ex-girlfriends like, dude, shut the fuck up. But yeah, I think like putting yourself first is important, like especially for your own mental stability.
It helps a lot because you don't realize like the damage it actually does to you.
What do you mean?
Like just helping others and like putting people before you.
It takes a lot of energy out of you, right? It takes like, what I'm also learning is like, I find myself at the end of the day or the end of my work day, like I'm giving people just like crumbs of myself, whatever's left over. Like I haven't taken a moment to decompress, to like come back to life. I'm on to the next thing. I'm trying to help somebody, or if someone's like, hey, I need, here you go. I'm just always putting out the output. I'm like, fuck, dude, I am drained.
Yeah, and if you don't decompress, then how do you keep giving more of yourself if you have nothing to give?
I don't know, Dylan. Sleep. I sleep sometimes.
Does that help you?
I get a lover who loves me and then fills me up, and then I can give it away. Maybe that's what I do.
Tinder hoes don't count.
I don't do that. I don't fuck with Tinder hoes, bro. Come on. No, I'm saying like that's what I love about love. That's what I love about love. No, I'm no, because you're so like, yes, Tinder hoes don't count. You're right. 100%. I'm not trying to get filled up by no Tinder hoe. I'm saying on another podcast, like I only date bad bitches, like only bad bitches. They got their shit together. They got great careers. They know what they want, and they're all about me, right? Love that part. Right. But what's the inverse of that is like they do what I get a lot of my like love and shine and glow and light from is like a lot of them filling me up emotionally. Right. Or I give my emotions, and that's really tough to do. Right. Is like letting someone like in on that level. Ooh. Oh boy, is that shit tough. And that can crush your soul.
Yeah, it can.
It can crush your soul. But letting someone in on that level, to me, is like it's there's nothing greater to it, because it's like it does gives me tons of gas, just gives me a lot of good stuff, and one thing I'm learning now is like I also have to fill myself up, right? I have to give myself good feelings and like good vibes and be like, hey, you're a funny guy, like you could take a whatever, so it's kind of like I'm doing a lot of growing,
Yeah, I guess.
Right. Yeah. So,
I mean, it goes back to have you heard this? A girl can be called beautiful 100 times by 100 different guys, but one guy disrespects her and she wants that dude. But then you have 99 girls call one dude ugly, and one girl says, hey, you're really cute. He's going to hold on to that shit for the rest of like the month.
What do you think that's about?
What do you think that's about? I'm saying it to
Oh,
you.
you're saying it to me. I think it's like, yeah. I mean, there's an old analogy from this movie I like called Slackers, called like, if you treat a girl like dirt, she'll stick to you like mud.
Yeah.
You know, I think that was a thing that I think I'm guilty of for sure in the past. I think that like, with some bad bitches, yeah. I mean, yeah, they like whatever. That, yes, I think that can be a true statement. I think where I'm at in my life, like I'm not trying to treat anybody bad. Like I'm just trying to like get on and like be okay, you know? Like my old swag was just like whatever, you know? I mean, that's kind of still is what it is. But a lot of the new is like whatever. Also, I have a lot of emotions if you're interested, you know, like here you go. Please don't fucking stomp my soul out, you know?
It's also realizing like now that you can like actually express those emotions and like you don't have to have the stigmatism behind it, like that you can't express anything.
What do you mean? What was the question?
No, like I'm saying, because you're going back to like the saying, like you can like now actually like express yourself.
I also think that like I think it's so accepting now. Like also like, I mean, there's like, you know, it's so crazy to like define like what manhood is, but they're just like, dude, you have to be like, you have to like be a man, like one of like, you can fight, you could be crafty, you could drive a fast car, and you have to have all these, like you have to do so much to be a man these days. I love it, but it's a lot.
It can be, yeah.
It can be. What kind of man are you? What's your deal?
Mean, I don't know if I would like.
Oh yeah, you're a boy.
Like,
Still a boy.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
He's a young boy.
But I don't think you need all that anymore. I don't think
so either. Yeah, you're right.
Like a fast car or anything like that.
Yeah, I was just using like a dumb analogy, like dumb stereotypes.
Yeah, I don't think that's as much of a like popular opinion nowadays.
I would agree. I would say though, I do think that like the type of women that I date, like definitely like manly men, like, you know, they like dudes to be dudely and
like be able to go around the house and fix something and do some stupid shit like that.
Exactly. Yeah. I think like, you know, I think that's important to be like a jack of all trades kind of deal. Yeah. You know, I think that's like an important aspect of life.
I feel like everybody needs to learn how to like use like power tools and everything and like learn how to actually do something like that. So you can actually like use that in your day-to-day life.
Right. Yeah.
Because you never know when you're going to break it, like a door hinge or something like that. And then you're going to look at it like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah. I mean, you never know when you're going to kick a door in and be like, nah, I got to replace this door.
Just imagine you're drunk as shit and just like somebody's behind that door and you're like, this motherfucker.
It's coming down. It's coming Damn.
I bet you've done that before.
I have not drunk. Sober, I've kicked in a door.
Really?
Yeah. But
Why?
that's just cuz, you know, I left my keys in the apartment. There's a whole thing. Listen, hey, thanks everybody for watching and listening. This is producer Dylan, the third person on the mic, running everything, doing everything. So thank you for doing everything. Any questions, any emails, of course, send it over to jasonisupload@gmail.com. Don't forget, we've got a good Spotify playlist with a bunch of cool tracks, just throwing them in there. Enjoy yourself, share them. Follow all the socials at JasonIsUpLate or at JasonAwesome on Twitter, at JasonIsUpLate. Of course, Dylan, you can find him at Daddy on all of his fucking Discord servers or wherever the fuck he hangs out at. Where do you play? Where do you play?
Where do I play?
Like, what do you play online?
I mean, I play a lot of World of Warcraft. That's still a big game I play. I play Counter-Strike now and
again.
And then Rainbow Six Siege is a good one.
Right.
You know, I got Among Us, that game with like the 10 people.
Oh, yeah.
And like the imposters and everything.
Yeah.
Me and my friends play that, but it's a terrible time. Everybody's just a bunch of dicks. And it's like one person just gets called out and he's gone.
Oh my God.
Like the imposter wins 99% of the time.
Ugh.
Because we just can't do it. Unless somebody sees somebody vent or something like that, it's over. We just go, fuck, it's over. Because like we know it is.
All right. Well, you could, if you understood anything we just said, you can find them at all those places. What else? I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, then we'll see you next time. All right. We love you. Thanks for watching.